When your feline companion gazes into your eyes, do you truly grasp what they perceive? You likely assume they recognize their guardian, perhaps their favorite person. However, the reality is that your kitty has never once looked at you and identified a human being. What they observe instead fundamentally alters how you should connect with them. Most caretakers remain completely unaware, which signifies they are overlooking signals their pets transmit every single day. Let us begin with what your companion actually sees when they look at you. 1. They believe you are simply a remarkably large cat. Have you ever wondered why your pet treats you nothing like a canine treats their master? There is no frantic energy at the front door, and no desperate longing to satisfy you. Honestly, that is not coldness, it is deep respect. According to behavioral specialist Dr. Elias Thorne, who spent decades analyzing how felines engage with people, these animals never developed a unique social protocol for us. Canines did, felines did not. When your kitty approaches you, nudges your leg, or licks your hand, they are utilizing the precise same behavior they would exhibit with another feline. In their mind, you are not their administrator or their king. You are just a massive, somewhat awkward cat who somehow joined their family unit. This might actually be the greatest tribute they could ever offer you because it indicates they view you as a peer, not an outsider, and certainly not a superior. Here is what most individuals never realize. That conviction your feline holds, that you are a part of their world, shapes something far more profound than just a greeting. Later in this presentation, we will explore what researchers recently uncovered about how that connection physically alters the way your pet manages stress and anxiety. When you hear it, the way you perceive your cat will be transformed forever. 2. They offer you small creatures to educate you. Why does your companion drop a lifeless mouse at your feet and watch you as if they just presented a precious gift? Most people chuckle, some feel disgusted, but what if that instance is actually one of the most selfless acts your kitty ever performs for you? Here is the actual situation. In nature, mother cats bring prey back to their offspring, not to brag, but to instruct them on how to survive. When your pet repeats this with you, they are following that exact same drive. Except this time you are the student they are trying to raise. They observe you daily. You never hunt. You never capture anything. You simply open a loud, refrigerated box and extract nourishment. In their eyes, you are utterly helpless. Instead of abandoning you, they intervene. Some kitties start by bringing lifeless prey. Others bring it partially alive to afford you a chance to practice. If your pet has ever dropped a stuffed toy at your feet and vocalized, that could be the domestic version of the same curriculum. To be fair, not every object is a survival lesson. Sometimes it is just a request for fun. My own cat, Atlas, brings me a plastic ring from a bottle like it is a tiny trophy so I can toss it and he can chase it with intense passion. Pay attention to the situation. If they drop it and stare, that is an educational moment. If they drop it and act energized, that is recreation. Either way, they chose you. If this is shifting your perspective right now, show your support so we can help more families understand what their pets have been saying all along. 3. Your facial features are a blur to your pet. Have you ever leaned in close to your cat and felt like they were staring right through you? That is because they physically cannot see you clearly. Anything closer than roughly 10 inches from their face is hazy and out of focus. That means every time you move in for an intimate moment, your face is nothing but a soft, shimmering shape to them. It does not get much sharper at a distance either. Felines see the world in a constant soft focus compared to humans. Where we see sharp borders and fine textures, your pet sees silhouettes and shadows. So if you have wondered if your cat recognizes your face the way you recognize theirs, the answer is likely no. But here is the fascinating part. What your cat lacks in clarity, they make up for in movement tracking. Their eyes are engineered to follow the smallest, quickest motions with total precision. A wiggle of a finger, a spider crawling on the ceiling, or the tiniest shift in your posture, they detect it all. This is exactly why your pet sometimes cannot find the snack you are holding right in front of their face. You are offering it from your palm, inches from their nose, and they are sniffing around like it is invisible. It is not stubbornness. They literally cannot see it. They rely on scent to find what their vision misses. That is how they recognize you too. Not by your looks, but by how you move, how you sound, and your unique scent. Your pet does not hold a photograph of you in their mind. They hold the entire essence of you. 4. Their meow was crafted specifically for you. Have you ever paused to wonder why your cat vocalizes to you so frequently? Here is a fact that might surprise you. Mature cats almost never meow at one another. It is simply not how they communicate with their own species. They use posture, scent, hissing, and low growls. But meowing is reserved for an audience of one. You, kittens meow to get their mother's attention. It is a vital tool for survival. a way to say I am hungry, I am cold, or I need assistance. As they mature and leave their mother, most felines stop doing it entirely. Except when they live with people. Your pet realized very early on that you do not interpret body language the way another cat would. You miss the slow blinking. You overlook the tail movements. You are practically deaf to their silent signals. So they adjusted. They resurrected the one sound they used as an infant and tailored it just for you. Most people do not realize that your cat's meow is not generic. Over time, they develop a distinct vocabulary with their guardian. The meow for breakfast does not sound like the meow for affection. The cry at the door does not sound like the one at 3 in the morning when they want you to wake up for no reason. They constructed an entire language that only functions between the two of you. When your pet meows at you, do not dismiss it. That sound does not exist in nature. It was created because your cat decided you were worth the labor. That is not just talking. That is evolution moving in your direction. 5. You are the reason they can fully decompress. Have you ever entered a room and seen your cat go from hyper-alert to completely relaxed in moments? Their ears soften and their eyes half close. They tumble onto their side and just breathe. You likely thought they were just sleepy. But what if you are the catalyst for that change? In 2019, researchers at the Behavioral Science Center conducted an attachment experiment on felines that altered everything we believed. They placed cats in an unfamiliar environment with their guardian, then removed the person for 2 minutes before bringing them back. What they discovered startled the academic community. Over 60% of the felines displayed what scientists call a secure attachment style. This means when their guardian returned, the cat relaxed, investigated the space, and returned to a state of peace. Without their person, they were distressed, loud, and fearful. Does that sound familiar? This is the exact same emotional response that human infants show with their parents. The same bond and the same internal wiring. Here is what makes it even more impactful. Remember how we said your cat sees you as just another cat in their colony? This is where that lead. They do not just see you as an equal. They see you as their safe harbor. The one presence that signals to their entire nervous system that everything is all right. Your cat does not need you to be perfect. They do not need you to decode every single signal. They simply need you to be present. Because to your companion, you are not a human. You are not an owner. You are home.